what it is. Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy Retro Neoness for Volume 2 of
we can't even say it sober. All right, hello y'all. Expensive, freaking Neo Geo games, y'all. I'm telling you, on this table is a small car. It's a small car. You can get you a Honda. I told you this, man. But anyway, this is what y'all hear on this channel because I think you are one of the best Neo Geo collectors out there, man. I'm like, wow. I want to be like you one day, man. I'm trying to, man. Y'all go, yeah, your boy trying to be like that, man. But these games are great. Explain why these are expensive. I ain't kind of like, oh my goodness, expensive freaking games.
Yeah, so I've been collecting Neo Geo games. Many of you that have watched the channel, roughly about 3 years now. And prices have gone up. Especially during COVID, we saw a huge spike. But the games on this table range anywhere from $1,000 up until $7,000.
Oh Lord Jesus!
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Disclaimer before my man Rightway has a heart attack.
Oh Jesus!
Disclaimer. This would be for a mint condition. Like at the higher tier, we're talking about $7,000, $6,000. Yeah. That would be for a perfect mint copy. We're talking about the manual's crispy, the insert has no waves, no moisture damage, no discoloring, no fading, no tears. The cartridge has no insertion marks. It's practically brand new, so that would classify that as a brand new mint condition. Now, some of the variety on this table isn't mint, but it's still
expensive.
Yeah.
So let's get into it, man, because the middle part is my favorite, right? These are my dream games, but we're gonna get to those closer to the end of the video, so stick with us, guys. So we got starting off at $1,000. 1,000. That's some people's like rent. This is like a rent right here, man.
Yeah.
King of Fighters 95. Now, on the last video, we did talk about the Japanese copy.
Yeah.
The Japanese copy was $120.
Yeah, it was like 120, 150 bucks. Yeah.
Okay, I know you're gonna get this. Like, well, why would I spend money on this and not get the Japanese? Because it's the same game, and you can play the same stuff.
Exactly the same game. I've said that many times on the channel. To be honest, it's up to your pocketbooks. I am a collector that's going after a US set, and yes, I'm insane, I'm crazy. He says it, many other folks say it. I'm not rich, I'm not balling. Many of you may think that. I just budget my money very accordingly so I can afford the hobby that I love, and this is it.
Yeah.
For
$1,000.
Yeah, it's a.
Okay, you know what though? This is attainable. No, I'm not gonna lie. This is attainable.
Yes.
This is attainable. And a lot of you people who are watching this, you can get this. You probably already have it. I want it. This is probably one I get later on. But you gotta be careful. You know, like just don't go and just buy Neo Geo games like I did. But I had a plan. I traded. You know, I traded and I sold some stuff to get the games I want. I wasn't playing a lot of stuff, so that's what I did. And that's the same thing you can do. Sell some stuff and drop $1,000 on that. You know, you don't have to. In the other video, we give you other ways to build a Neo Geo collection. So it's all up to you.
You did it.
Don't try it.
You did it the right way.
Ah, he said it, y'all. He said it.
I'll say this, like for you, you had the trade inventory to be able to go out and trade and pick up a large accumulation of Neo Geo games.
And a Nintendo bag too.
He's got a bit of Nintendo bag. He's got a lot of those games. When I started, I didn't have a collection, so I had maybe 20 games in my collection total, and I had to start from scratch. And a lot of them were Japanese games until I got comfortable understanding how to spot certain aspects of the cartridges, the manuals.
You're gonna be going over that on your new series.
Yes, over the new series, I'll be going through extensive review over every single game in my collection, where I discuss how to spot the fakes, how to look at boards, I'll even open up a Neo Geo cartridge. Which a lot of folks don't like, but I'll do it on a cheap game, I promise.
You're gonna do it the right way.
Oh yeah, I promise you I won't do it on one of the expensive games, but yes.
So the next expensive game over here is Metal Slug with X.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
Yes. So this is not mint. This is not a mint Metal Slug X, but this game is in an acrylic case, of course, for reasons. I want to keep it.
Well, and the acrylic cases, y'all,
Yes.
It's expensive too.
I want to make sure that they're kept is...
Oh, that is...
Yes, go ahead.
Ooh, Lord. Lord, this game is beautiful.
So Metal Slug X is actually basically a redo of Metal Slug 2. So Metal Slug 2 came out and it was really buggy, and SNK said, hey, we're gonna go back and create a newer, improved version of the game.
Talk about the snap cases too.
Yeah. So the snap cases, if you saw some of the earlier games that me and Steve have that we showed in the last video, they were in the soft cases. So SNK started these out in 1996, if I'm not mistaken, and these cases are phenomenal. They're like tanks. They can hold these cartridges, and they don't have much wiggle room in them, but
I'm
they
nervous,
keep,
y'all.
it's
Put it
okay.
back in there.
It's okay. But they keep these well protected from moisture, etc., and it keeps the insert well protected. Price for this is the range. I'll give you a range, is between $300 and $4,500, give or take, depending on the condition of the whole game here. So
that's crazy. Now another thing about these Neo Geo games, a lot of the expensive games are mostly fighters and shooters.
Yes.
Then we got King of Fighters 99. Baby, how much is that one?
You'd be surprised, but it's very similar to 95.
So the King of Fighters 99 is sitting right here. We put Metal Slug X, and 99 is what?
Roughly $1,000 to $1,500, give or take.
So the King of the Fighters series is pretty like affordable
The
in this
early-
range.
So I don't have all of them, but there are a couple of rare titles from the King of Fighters series. So 98 is the most sought after for a lot of collectors. A lot of Neo Geo collectors love 98. 98's great. I prefer 95 just because that's where I started on. So 98, 97 you can find relatively cheap for about $1,000.
Okay.
And then 96, which is, we saw that Japanese version, the one that I actually bought from the the store, but the English copy of that can range anywhere between $1,500 and $2,700, $3,000, somewhere in that range. That one's a little bit harder to find that cover, and we have those. But when you start moving into the 2000s, that's where the prices kind of go up.
That means, like, are you serious about collecting for this? Because once you get in, guys, it's really no turning back. I mean, especially if you have a goal, like you want to get a whole US set.
I do.
You're very invested. You're a whole house invested.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
And you get you a really nice Escalade.
No, I'm not balling. I promise y'all, I'm not balling.
Now you get next one. You got another Metal Slug.
Yes. So this one is probably one of my favorite Metal Slugs. So it's Metal Slug 3. This one's a pretty common one. You can actually find this one pretty easy. So Metal Slug X and 3, you'll see on eBay. You'll see these go all day, $3,500. So there's not much of a range there. You may see 38, 32.
But it's nothing gonna be. You may get lucky and get one for 3,000, maybe.
Yeah. You may get lucky. And if you're talking about condition, etc., and you have one that's in really good shape or one that's not in so good shape, you can probably get it a little bit cheaper. But this one's complete. It's really good. Awesome side scroll shoot 'em up. Definitely have this in the collection.
Now, why are these games like so expensive? This tier is like expensive. Is it like rarity? Is it not that many? Explain that. I don't understand.
So it's supply and demand for a lot of these games. The later titles, once you start moving into the later titles, SNK had a lot of issues financially. So, on the later titles, you may see SNK play more on the side. You may see other developers. This is around the time that SNK was actually going through a bankruptcy and being sold.
Well, play more
SNK. And then the last couple of titles, were like Samurai Showdown, etc., those were on there. But because they were going through that turmoil, a lot of the games didn't have a high population of copies out there. The Japanese versions did, but for the US market, they really didn't, because during the late 90s, early 2000s, PlayStation was out, Dreamcast was out.
So people just skipped over these.
Yeah. I mean, the console was done. They weren't, we went 7 years after the console was done being produced, and SNK was still producing games after that. So it's
Yeah,
pretty
it was
awesome.
what SNK versus Capcom, right? Or
Yeah, so you had SNK versus Capcom Chaos, which was the third sequel to Capcom versus SNK 2 that you would have found on PlayStation, Xbox, GameCube.
so here's another expensive game, and one of my favorite covers, guys, because Real Bout Special about Fatal Fury.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Fatal Fury. How do you say? Do you say Real Bout Fatal Fury Special? Or you say Fatal Fury Real Bout? Wait, I know a lot of people say it different ways.
Real Bout Fatal Fury Special.
Okay.
That's how you would say
Real,
it.
that's how
Yeah.
you say it. This bad boy right here. Look at this cover. Look at Terry on the cover, guys. It's just
Really nice.
It's so nice. Now, we was talking about this one earlier, and I was like, "It's what? How much you think it costs?"
Yeah, it's between 3,000 and 5,000.
Oh, we getting up there, y'all.
Yeah, it's definitely a good game. I love the Fatal Fury series.
Yes.
I started on the Super Nintendo, so it was a really good, awesome fighter next to Street Fighter, of course. And when I got this game, I was so happy. 'Cause
Me too.
it was definitely a
Yes.
milestone moment for me when I
wow.
picked that game up. But yeah,
That's good. Now, like I said, most of them are fighters that are expensive.
Yes.
But you have one sports game that is loved worldwide, and it has a sequel on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and on the Switch.
Yep, on the Switch.
And it's what?
Windjammers.
Oh, I love the game.
So you're flying disc game. This
Yes.
is like a frisbee throwing style tennis game, ping pong, whatever you want to call
Ooh,
it.
and it's so hard too.
It's
sometimes.
an
difficult.
amazing game. So this one you'll actually still, if we're talking about snap cases, this is in the soft case. So that old leather belt smell, and it's got the
baggie.
baggie.
Yes, the baggie.
I love this game. So this one I
is a
actually
good game.
played in the arcades quite a bit. So on the Big Red, I found this one, and this is definitely one to have in the collection. These run somewhere in the realm of 1,000 to 15,
So we're
16.
coming back down a little bit.
Yeah, we're coming a little bit back down on this one in particular, but there's other sports games out there that wipe this entire table out.
It's a horse game.
Horse game, a golf game.
Ooh,
Yes.
we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yes,
but
we'll definitely go into that in another
Oh
video
my
for
gosh.
sure.
We stick with Fatal Fury.
Yes.
And one of the baddest ass covers. I want this poster as a cover, y'all. Real Bout Fatal Fury. Oh my goodness. Look at Geese on this right here, y'all.
Man, it's
If
so
you don't know
baller.
about Geese, dude is a bad mofo, boy. The dude is bad. But in this one, he get his.
He does.
He get his. And it's a great story. It's like the final one. But he still shows up. You know, bad guys never go away.
Yeah.
But
We saw him in Tekken.
yeah, we didn't see him in Tekken.
him
We saw him in
7.
Tekken 7.
Yeah, we saw him. Awesome game.
Price.
Very similar to the Real Bout Special. You're looking somewhere in the realm of 3,500 to 5,000.
Oh, man.
somewhere in
Depending
that
on
realm.
the condition.
All depending on condition. Like, disclaimer for everyone out there, like, oh my God, this is insane prices. You can get lucky sometimes. There's many times that I've looked on, private auction sites, eBay, Facebook, people that let go of their collection and they let go of them for a lot lower than the prices that I'm classifying these at.
It's out there. Deals are out there.
The deals are out there. So
You
this
just gotta
is
look.
this is generally a market range, and this is just kind of based over my years of accumulating these games. Some of these games prices have gone up a little bit higher. Some may have stayed roughly the same or dropped a little bit. So
Then now, here's another Spencer game right here. And it's not a fighting.
no, so this is a side scroller beat 'em up, Sengoku 3. So this game kind of reminds me of a ninja style Final Fight.
That's a dope cover.
It
too.
is an awesome cover. So you can pick multiple characters in here. You've got superpowers. You've got weapons, and then you just go through, beat them up. It's a pretty good game to have with a buddy and playing.
Yeah.
Have a good night, kind of a Streets of Rage style night.
Yeah, it is. We got the three bangers right here. And I don't even know which one. Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lead that one for lead that
Oh
one.
yeah.
Lead that one.
for sure.
You can talk about that one.
Yeah.
And you can talk about that one. Here we go. So Last Blade 2. Woo! Now these games right here, these next three games are gonna range from $4,000 to $7,000.
Yeah. Mint
Mint.
Yeah, 7. You know, when you get up into the higher tier,
Lee Cummings will blow. What y'all think he do? No, I'm saying.
don't do that. No, so these games, you know, they're phenomenal games. Last Blade 2, there's Last Blade 1. Last Blade 2 is actually found on Dreamcast, so there's a port for that as well. Awesome game, very similar to Samurai Showdown. I actually prefer this to Samurai Showdown.
Really?
I do.
You like this is the better samurai game?
I do.
Well, hey, it commanded the price for it.
It does, and
Yeah.
some of the later titles for Samurai Showdown actually command a similar price.
Oh, gosh,
Yes,
man.
for sure. And then, of course, Metal Slug 4.
Ooh.
So I still prefer Metal Slug 3 to 4.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Metal Slug games are amazing. They're great games.
great
They're
games.
fun. This one actually has, and for those of you that have watched my channel before, you've seen me talk about classic inserts. You talk about double inserts. This one does have the double insert. So SNK did 6 games that have a more modern insert, which I can probably take out and show you guys real quick.
that one.
So
You gotta take care of your stuff, guys.
gotta take care of it. So I'm gonna be
Ooh,
very
here,
gentle.
look at that cover.
So
Look at that cover, y'all.
that's the modern insert. So this would have been.
I like that cover better.
It pops. It really does.
I love that cover better.
It really does.
I'd rather
pop.
have that than this. I mean, look at it. In the comments below, which one would you rather have, the classic or the modern? I like the modern.
The modern does pop, but the next game that we're getting ready to show you, you'll know why I decided to go with the classic insert on the shelf versus this one right here for Metal
Like I
Slug
said,
4.
I'm gonna tell you why I love that yellow insert, because my most desirable game on the system, I want it so bad. It's such a great game. And is it worth $7,000? Garo, Mark of the Woods. Everybody loves this game. I don't see too many people who don't like this game. And this game is everywhere. This
Yeah.
game is great.
Yep.
There you go. 7,000. Now this is what, between 5,000 and 7,000.
So on a good day,
On a good day.
you could probably find this for anywhere between the range of $4,200 and $7,000.
Okay, I was wrong. 4,200 and 17. Ooh,
It's still high.
It's still high.
But you have to take into account, so the Japanese version of this game goes for anywhere between
$1,500?
$1,500 and $2,000 on eBay.
I mean, it's still not bad to have it, but you know,
Yeah.
I want all English.
So this is why. This is the spine. This is why I wanted only this one to be the only yellow one on the shelf.
So beautiful.
This game had a competitor at the time this was released. So Street Fighter Third Strike, awesome game. This game was its direct competitor, and both of them, a lot of folks would say, are phenomenal fighting games. And some people would probably say that this is actually better than Third Strike. I can't say my definitive answer. I love both of these games. I played
Third Strike is still great.
Third Strike's amazing.
Third Strike.
Third Strike's an amazing Street Fighter.
It's so, you know what's funny? Like 10 years, how long is this game? 10, 12 years? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Years after both of these games released, people are starting to actually appreciate how good,
Yes.
how technical
Yes.
these games are.
Yes.
And these, when you play a Fatal Fury game or a King of Fighters games, prepare to put in the work, because it's not like Street Fighter.
No,
I always say like rock, paper, scissors.
it's a hard game.
It's very
It's
hard.
the computer, the CPU in these games. That particular game is insane, especially if you're not playing it on easy mode or anything like that. Fun fact about this fighting game is, like, if you can get through without dying and you hit a certain parameter within the game, you actually have a secret boss after the first boss that you fight.
See, I don't know how to do this. You can put that in
Yeah,
there
I'll
for
put
me.
it in. Don't worry about it.
I don't know how to do that. I'm being very careful with his games. It's like, whoo, Lord. So that secret, hey, you got to that secret character?
I have, yeah, once.
Once.
Yes, and I did not win. So I
You
did
gotta,
not
put
win.
them, you gotta put them cheats on that Uniball.
I don't want to do the cheats. I gotta, like,
You gotta earn it.
y'all have seen it. Y'all see me do the gameplay footage for games and barbecue and stuff. I get handed every single game I play. I get handed. So yes, so this is the, you know,
The middle tier, the second tier.
the middle tier, and then the
The last-
tier 3, which
Whew.
I don't have any of the tier 3 games.
but there's 3 games on there.
Yes.
Well, 4.
Yeah, there's 4.
4, and those
Yeah.
are what, 7 figures? Well, not 7.
What? No. So they're
It's
5
6 figures.
5 and potentially 6 figures.
Yeah,
so
potentially 6
if
figures.
you want to talk about it, so you have Metal Slug 1, which is the first installment.
We don't even need to talk price. It's just these are over what?
They're over 10.
They're over 10,000.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the prices on those.
Yep.
They can be from 10 to. It just basically because there's not that many out there.
Yes, yeah, especially for the English version of Metal Slug. You can still find Japanese Metal Slugs, and those are going, you know, eight to 14,000, even for the Japanese version. I just saw an auction in last night in France for a $14,000 Japanese version,
And they weren't even in good shape.
and it wasn't in good shape. No, it's not, and I just can't. I mean, I'm not justifying any purchase of that. I would hope
Not
that
yet.
not yet. No.
I hope I get one myself.
I would love to. So Metal Slug 1 definitely is another one, and then of course Neo Turf Masters.
Oh my goodness.
And I actually have a version of Neo Turf Masters on MVS. So this is kind of what the
Cover would look
cover
like.
would look like.
But much cheaper.
This is much cheaper. This was like, I don't know, $80. I picked up $80 for the game inside, and it's just a standard MVS cart, and it's really clean. It's a really clean version, but
Like we talked about in the last video.
yes, but if you're talking about an AES version of the game,
Then the next one.
yeah,
The next one is out there and everybody knows about it. You made a video on it.
I did. So
$300,000
for a Kazuna Encounter tag battle. It's a fighting game. There's one on a site right now for $300,000. That's one.
Everybody just looking at it.
We all look at it because we're amazed. I mean, that game's beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
It would be nice to have in anyone's collection, but
I want it. I want it.
that's way out of my
And
price
that's
range.
a house, right?
That's definitely a house.
That's definitely a house right
That's
there.
student loans paid off, cars paid off, credit cards paid off, everybody's
Ooh,
money
my
paid off. It's everything paid off. So yeah, it would be awesome to have one of the 6 known copies out there in the world, and that's definitely another one to have. And then
The last one we saw about last night when we was researching
yes,
the video.
so
And it's there. It's real.
it is real. Ultimate 11. I have yet to see I've seen one on a forum, and the collector has an amazing collection. But
Oh my goodness.
that's the only known one that I've seen.
We don't, and the price on that is unknown.
Yeah, right now. I mean, you could read articles online and you'll see some early documentation saying it's anywhere from the range from $6,000 to $45,000. That was years ago, so I have no idea what it could possibly be. But Ultimate 11 is basically the 4th installment of Super Sidekicks, which is a soccer game.
Oh man, wow.
Yeah.
Well, man, yeah, this is crazy. I'm getting so much education, y'all. I'm starting like my Neo Geo journey once again. This is the 2nd tier. Like I said, we know a lot, but make sure you check out this channel. Keep it here, y'all, because like that new Neo Geo series, I cannot wait for you to do it, man.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited to do it.
Yeah, and then also too, guys, I got a couple Neo Geo videos on my channel. You know, I'm just starting a collection now. I got a video on my channel now that Ness is on, talking about like my recent pickups, and we evaluate them. We just talking about even more, you know, easy to get games and how to do this and all this kind of stuff. So, you know, thank you again, man, for the channel, man.
Thanks for
How
doing
was-
it, man.
I mean, I love it. I'm just sitting here like, you know, I'll take this and do this thing. No. But yeah, man, this has been fun. I love this collection. I love just Neo Geo. It's great. I mean, if you're a collector, you will be amazed about Neo Geo. You might want it, but you can't help but to be amazed with this,
Yeah,
man.
it's-
It's great hard work that you did, man. It's dedication. Wow.
Yeah, I'm still shocked that I decided to do it.
Me too.
Yeah, super shocked. Yeah, I just added my 80th game to the collection. So
Ooh, 80th.
yeah, my 80th game. I've got a couple of duplicates, a couple of Japanese games, but I am slowly grinding my way to getting somewhat close to a full set one day.
I think you'll do it. I think you'll do it. Anybody can, you'll do it, man.
I hope so.
All right, guys. Well, like I say, I'm Mr. Right Way. You know, I always say, I always do it the right way. And, you know,
Hey, collect and play the way that you want to collect and play your games. And we'll check you next time. Check out Mr. Right Way. He's got tons of really awesome videos coming up for Neo Geo
And PlayStation.
and PlayStation. He's got the PlayStation Pursuit still going. He's still going hard on it. So check him out there, and we'll check you next time. Peace.